So Apple just ended up having their keynote, their their May 8th keynote that they just had, and an interesting thing just ended up happening. They released their new iPads, they dropped the price of the iPad 10th generation, and guess what? They actually ended up removing the iPad 9th generation. Now, I personally actually do believe that the iPad 9 was one of the best iPads that they really ever made. I love this iPad, I love this iPad a lot, but funny enough, when you actually go through and go to the iPad 9th website now, it actually just basically jumps straight into the iPad 10 website, which is very interesting. So they redirected it basically now. And I will tell you, the iPad 9 was a very, very good iPad. I like that iPad a lot when it first came out, and even now it still is very, very relevant. The thing with these iPads is that, for like this type of iPad, it's going to hold up fairly well for the next couple of years. Again, it's not going to be perfect or anything, but I do think like if you're going through and buying any sort of iPad, you're definitely going to have a pretty good time with this particular device, which again, I think is actually very, very cool. Now again, it's not perfect or anything, but for the most part, if you're buying any sort of iPad, I definitely do think Apple did a really decent job with this one. Its display was fairly good and fairly decent for what you were getting. On top of that, I feel like the build quality, the performance and everything like that was also very, very good. This was also one of kind of the biggest things that, one of the bigger things with this particular iPad for the most part was the fact that this particular device was actually giving you the, ultra-wide camera on the front, the fact that it was giving you very decent build quality and everything across the board. But I am kind of sad that this particular device really isn't going to be supported, it's not going to be sold by Apple brand new anymore. But I do think the big thing though to keep in mind here is that this particular device for the most part is still going to be here. In my, personal opinion, it's still going to be supported for many, many years to come. And I'm pretty sure there's still going to be a lot of people who are going to be buying this type of iPad even beyond than when it just came out. It was introduced in 2021, but there's still going to be lots of people who are going to be trying to buy this iPad. And I'm pretty sure in a lot of different, places like Walmart and Best Buy, they're also still going to be selling these particular iPads as well. So personally for me, I'm already a big fan of the iPad 9, and I do think for the last several years, this iPad has held up very well. It's not perfect, and there's definitely issues and problems that you're going to probably experience with this iPad in the future. But I would say for the most part, when this iPad, came out, I was a big fan of it. It was like a sub like 400, I think it was like 329 when it first came out. The iPad 10, it currently is, 349 or something like that, which I think is great. But there's something about this iPad that I liked a lot, and I still think for the most part, like it might still be worth buying for a majority of people. But now that the iPad 10 has gone down in value so much, you might just want to go and buy that one either in the brand new or in the used market. So the choice is yours, but that's kind of how I see this particular iPad holding up as of now. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.